so many rules out there right now that we are surrounded by all kinds of restrictions. Like even here in LA, we are now all required to wear masks whenever we go outside. Businesses are closed all over the place in cities all across the country, all across the world. And this is causing some anger. Some people are really angry about this, and I get it. I feel angry about a lot of this. I can imagine if you feel angry about this. But some people are really, really, really mad. Like some people are hurting other people in anger over the rules that we have in our lives now, which are put in place to protect us and each other from the spread of this coronavirus, to keep people from getting sick and to keep people from dying. But a lot of people disagree about how it's been done or what needs to be done now. And people are really, really, really mad. And I get it. There are so many rules at the moment, and there seem to be more and more every day. And as look, somebody who is not usually very fond of rules in the first place, I totally get it. So here's what I'm doing to keep moving forward, and what you can do as well. So hello, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you coming by. Thank you. I hope you are having just an amazing week. And if you're watching on YouTube, then I hope you will subscribe. Hit that button right below here, please. And also join our group here on Facebook, our group for abundance hackers. Abundance hackers are folks who know how to find creative solutions to support themselves and stay in service to those around them, even when times get tough, kind of like they are right now. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. Go ahead and join us. We would love to have you. So, all right. So the story of Owen and authority. I don't like it. I've never been a big fan of authority. And I think, a lot of it, I go back to this moment when I was interviewing to get my Eagle Scout Award. To get it, you have to do this interview, a few different interviews with the big leaders in the scouting group that we were in. And one of them was like the big, like sort of adult advisors of the board, I think, of our troop. And I remember him saying to me while we were in this interview, he says, "Oh, and you know why it's so important that the gays have been banned in Boy Scouts? It had just happened at that time, around like the late '90s, right? Why it was so important that gays have been banned in the Boy Scouts. Now here I am as a gay man. I hadn't come out yet, but I'm thinking like, well, first of all, I wanted to just bring his neck. To be honest, I felt really, really angry about that. But at the same time, it's sort of like, okay, got it. Like no one knows really what they're talking about. Like this is crazy, right? So in many ways, I have been, kind of skeptical in many ways when I encounter a new organization or sort of a new company or any kind of thing that is telling me is like, no, this is the way it is. This is the way it is. And my immediate thought is sort of that they didn't have my best interests at heart, that they were running some agenda that was their own. And not just that an agenda that was their own, but one that was somehow going to harm me. So that sort of, in many ways closed me off to a lot of opportunities, a lot of different kind of connections. Just in sort of being that skeptical and being that, not open to what was going on around me, assuming that someone was out there to harm me. So a few years ago, I go to this convention, and the same thing starts to happen, where it's this very rah kind of team environment, and we got T-shirts in our bags, and it's got the logo and everything, and people are wearing it. I'm like, ugh, like really? You want me to put this T-shirt on? And I took a step back, and I'm like, okay, so this is the thing, and that you keep doing is, okay, I just assume that they're trying to brainwash you with the T-shirt, or maybe this time you could dip your toe in the water. You could just be on the team. You can play along and see what happens. You could put the T-shirt on. You just put on the T-shirt. So So I did it. I put the t-shirt on, and man, I wore that t-shirt. Man, did I wear that t-shirt. I wore it all weekend. I put that t-shirt on, and it made a difference for me, right? It made a difference to be like, okay, for I came here for a reason. I came here to learn. I came here to meet people who are interested in the same thing, and this is a great way for us to connect and understand each other. And like, yeah, there are things we can do with each other, and there are things that we can't. But this connection that we're able to have with each other, we were able to create wonderful things. We made amazing connections, and learned so much from the folks who were there. And really, it came from the mindset that I needed to put on the t-shirt, and also that broadcast to everybody else. It's like, yeah, I'm here to hang out. I'm here to be a part of this community. I am here to engage. So it made me realize how many places in my life was I just like I'm not going to get on board with this at all. I'm just going to push this away. I have nothing to do with this, and really could have taken an opportunity to put on the t-shirt for just a minute. So here we are in a situation right now where we can't really do much about this virus. We are trying as a human race. We are sure trying. And they're saying, like a cure is, they can get it, but even getting it sometime next year will be the fastest anyone's ever made some kind of vaccine like that. So, this is our life, and this is the situation we have to deal with. And yeah, it really is hard, and it sucks, and people are really, really going through it right now. And we can fight each other, and we can protest, and we can break arms at Target. I think I posted an article about that up here today. But we can do it all we want, but this is the situation that we're in. So what to do when there are all of these rules? There's still got to be some freedom, right? Because we're still here. Life is still going. You're still going. The story is continuing. So what can you still do? So first, you can get it out. Just vent. Just find a productive way to vent out whatever it is that you're carrying or holding on to. And you have every right to do that if you need to. Now, don't do it in a way that hurts anybody else. Do it in a safe, productive manner. If you need a way to do that, then hit me up and I will give you a few ideas. All right? Get it out. Do not hold that stuff in at all. All right? And once you have done that, once you have given yourself what is really the opportunity to grieve what were those freedoms that you had before that were gone, the next step after you've done all that and cleaned that out, put the t-shirt on. In this case, probably it's put the mask on. Like, let's all get in this together. Understand that, yeah, this sucks. And it doesn't just suck for you. It sucks for a lot of people right now. But in all of that, there are ways forward because everyone is still here. But the more you fight against that, until anyone fighting against what is happening right now is like arguing against nature. It's like quite literally screaming against a brick wall. It won't do any good. And there's no way to find a way forward. So you put the t-shirt on and just be like, yeah, this sucks. It sucks for everybody. Here's what I'm doing, my part, and everybody else is doing their part. And this is how we all together are going to make our way through what is a pretty nightmarish situation. And that is the final part, is that you got to do something. Get in action. Get in action. We find those ways to move forward. Just take it right away. Take it right away. Because there's nothing like breaking that feeling of feeling trapped by getting into action and doing something and getting into especially service to other people. And how do you serve other people? Well, you could start, you'll probably get there pretty quick, and serve yourself by getting in touch with your passion. If you're feeling trapped, then I'm going to guess that you are probably not feeling passionate about some things in your life or what you're working on in your life or maybe even anything in your life. So figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Dedicate an hour of every single day to getting in touch with your passion, to moving it forward, to engaging with it, to developing it. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, you're like, I'm not passionate about anything at all, then take an hour of the day and spend that just discovering what it might be, playing around, checking out new things. Like if there was something that interested you, even as a kid, and you never checked it out, and you're like, well, now's the time. Even if it's something juvenile, like it was a cartoon or some toy or something that just caught your eye when you were a kid and you never thought about it again, take that hour of the day and go play. Go do that, right? And that will help break some of the feeling of being constrained by the rules. Now, if you need a little help figuring out how to get to your passion or how to get moving or shake out of this feeling of being trapped, then go to owenjward.com right now. Fill in your email address, and I will send you your free copy of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower, your guide to go from scarcity to abundance. And I can't wait to see what you create with it. So that's it for today. I hope that you are not feeling trapped for too much longer. Hit me up, tell me how it's going, and I will talk to you tomorrow.